Hi everyone. First of all, thank you Devoshmita for the warm welcome. Well, I have a speech, but I would like to say that the speech is a bit interactive and something I would say it's a value addition. So I would minimize the speech for you. So generally what happens is whenever we are pursuing a degree, undergrads, even masters, even if we finish a course, we are always in a puzzling state. What is that puzzling state? Then how do I choose my career, which is the right path for me? Now for this, I have a very practical framework which was useful for me when I was in my undergrads. Today I work as a senior business analyst with Techno Exponent, and this career path which I chose was out of the result of this framework. So the framework's name is EOA. Now what does this EOA mean? E stands for the education you're pursuing. O stands for the opportunities which are available based on your education, and A stands for the action you take. Now, first part of the framework, that is E, which is education. Whichever education you are pursuing or you have pursued, I would like to request, ask yourself very basic two questions. Which are the subjects out of the complete curriculum which you actually like? And what is about those subjects which appeals the most to you? When you have answers to these questions, you will have a clarity that, okay, out of my education, this is what I like, and I know the reason why I like this. Then you move on to the next part of the framework, that is O, which stands for opportunity. Now that you know that you like subject, let's say subject software engineering, now you have to make a list of roles in the IT industry which actually utilize this knowledge, the favorite subject of yours. This knowledge is required to excel on these roles in the IT industry. Once you make the list, you have to make a list of the skills required to be good at those roles. And then ask yourself, is the educational content which you have or you are pursuing is sufficient for you? If the answer is no, then probably you have to go for whether you need a industry-oriented training given by brands like Euphoria, yes or no. That you have to analyze. The goal of this second step of the framework is that you have to be industry ready. To excel in those roles, you need practical knowledge. Simple as that. Now, the answer to these questions have given you the clarity. Number one, where is your favorite subject's knowledge utilized? In which roles in the IT industry? What are the skill sets required to be good at those roles? And whether the knowledge you have is sufficient enough to excel in those roles. Once you're done with this part of the exercise, which is an extensive one, comes the third, and I would say the most difficult part of the exercise, that is A. A stands for action. So it's time to take some action. Based on the clarity you have achieved till the O framework, you will have to take some action-oriented steps. Example, you can enroll for an industry-oriented training given by brands like Euphoria, GenX, and you have to focus on learning and implementing at the same time. Also, a very practical approach is to reach out on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a wonderful platform which you can utilize pretty well. Reach out to people who are actually working on those roles in the IT industry. Get to know how their day-to-day life looks like. So by the end of this exercise, you will have at least one clarity that where do I start my journey from. So IT industry as an industry is a very diverse industry. They encourage you to work in diverse domains. And what they ask from you is the right attitude and the skill set. So what I would suggest, be a curious kid inside and always a lifelong learner. Let's say you start your journey as a PHP developer, but along the time, you may end up working as a project manager. So all the best to you for your dynamic and bright careers. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a good day.